followed 2 minutes ago. Thanks, Marky. Sports commentary redemption from Taran. Here we go. Rise to occasion against Colin 6. You know, Jim, this is a heavyweight matchup. Colin 6, a 3-time regional champion and one of the best battlers around. Rise, sometimes they say he's wobbly, but when he's on point, he does make some good plays sometimes. So, you know, if he's on point today, he could actually compete with Colin. And we're going to see how this game plays out. Right now, Vigoroth going for a move. This could be the super effective rock slide, but Rise to Occasion, no shielding, and it's actually just a body slam. Now Rise to Occasion going to go for the X-Scissor, and it's the charge attack priority. And Rise to Occasion knows he doesn't necessarily need to shield this because this is only a body slam, and the Charger Bug actually survives the body slam. And here we go, X-Scissor coming through Charge Bug. Looks a little bit like a box. Some people call it a school bus, and it's going to knock out the Vigoroth. What's Rise going to do here? He's looking to potentially... Is he looking to pivot out? He just one switch. What's he doing, Jim? He just one switch, and now he's giving up switch? Like, what is the thought process behind that? You know, if you look at Rise's back line, I think with the similarity of the two back Pokemon, he feels like he's better off just instant swapping. Otherwise, he's giving this Charger Bug extra farm from Colin. But Rise is in a bad spot here. This Charger Bug is not good at all for his back line. And now Colin is going to get both shields without even using a single shield. Rise to Occasion is down both of his Protect shields. He's down 2 shields to 0. And there's a Quagsire in the back. There's a Shadow Quagsire. And Rise to Occasion is going to try and somehow find a way out of this. I don't know if he can do it, though, Marv. And Colin is going to throw the move here. Colin overfarmed a little bit. And this Quagsire is going to try and sweep against Rise to Occasion. It has 2 mud shots, so it's at 4, 6. Yeah, okay, we get it. We get it, Marv. You can count. Yeah, but the counting's important here, Jim, because Rise is going to have to keep track of where that Quagsire is at. And it's going for Aqua Tails. Interesting going for the Aqua Tail. And now going for a charge attack. This could actually be the Stone Edge, which would potentially knock out the Oranguru. And it almost does, but it's a simultaneous knockout. And then it's Charger Bug versus Charger Bug, but the other Charger Bug's weaker. And Rise to Occasion beats Colin 6 in the game of the century. That could be a YouTube video. Yo, for a 5-0 too. Yo, GG's Colin. We had the sports commentary redemption, so it was a good game for that. We should get on with the sports commentary as Athos takes on Rise to Occasion. Dragonite into the Golisopod, and Marv, you may recognize sports commentary Rise a little bit different than casting Rise. It's a little bit more humorous. It's a little bit more silly. And he's going to try and find a way to overcome the Golisopod with at least, I'd think, way more than 30 people watching in the chat. Greedent, looking cute as ever. Cute as a button, one might say. Going for the body slam. Doesn't get all the bubbles. A bit of a noob move, if you were to ask Chris Smoove. But Golisopod going for another move. This is going to slowly chip away at that health of the Greedent. The liquidation. The determination. The anticipation. As Greedent all smiles, but doesn't know what's coming. Doesn't know what's in the back. Another body slam. Spamming off. Gets rid of the Golisopod. In comes the Tapu Fini. This is devastating. Rise to Occasion was talking about early in the stream from Travis. What do you do against the Tapu Fini? Rise said, I don't know. I don't know what we do against the Tapu Fini, but we're going to try our very best. They say if you try your very best, you'll always have success. Is that going to play true here? Because I know Rise is trying, but will he find success in the battle? The Greedent's fighting. The Greedent is trying. The Greedent is going to have to eat a surf here. But Greedent did do a good job in getting this Tapu Fini low. But now if you're Rise, what do? This completely core breaks your back line. You're forced to come in with the Dragonite. And Rise to Occasion going to go for a move here. Does the opponent use a shield? They know everything is resisted. Do they invest? They do. That is devastating for Rise. That is worst case scenario. Rise to Occasion. I don't know how he's going to do this, Marv. I don't know how he's going to do this. Jim, crazier things have happened. Back in my day, I saw SJ win a game when I thought there was no win condition. Maybe Rise can do something similar. Yeah, but that's SJ, Jim. I mean, he's recently won a regional. Rise, it's been some time, But okay, the opponent let the Pokemon go. Now, this is where Shadow Excadrill is going to try and put on a show. Can the Shadow Excadrill do enough to chip away at this Giratina to try and find a win condition? Drill Run going through. This would do significant damage, and the opponent lets it connect. Does this open up a win condition for Rise to Occasion? He's going to get off another Drill Run here. Another Drill Run from the Excadrill. This will draw that final Protect Shield from the opponent. And now, all of a sudden, I think this is going to come down to some of these final crucial moments of the game. Rise to Occasion going to let it go. The Giratina outpaces the Excadrill. So now the opponent needs to get to 2 Dragon Claws before Rise can get to a Dragon Claw of his own. This is going to be incredibly close. Is the opponent going to get there? No, they're not. Rise to Occasion finds a way to win against Athos in a battle of the century, in a battle of the millennia, and gets the win. Oh my God. I'm going to instant do the sports commentary. Juju Apple against Rise to Occasion. Emp into Ferrothorn. Now, Marv, this is an interesting matchup because you might be thinking grass versus water. Terrible for the Empoleon. However, Empoleon has that steel subtyping. This allows it to only take neutral damage from the grass type attacks of the Ferrothorn. Empoleon with the Trident trying to pull itself together and put in some work against this Ferrothorn. We're going to see a move coming through. It is the devastating Power Whip. That is a strong move. And although it's only neutral damage, it deals some considerable effects to the Empoleon. Empoleon firing another Drill Peck. How much will this do to the Ferrothorn? Does it grab a shield? It does not. The opponent knows they can withstand it. They have faith in the Ferro, and they expect the catch. But wait a sec. They're throwing energy anyway. What could this be? There's no way it's going to be a Power Whip. It's going to be a Flash Cannon. Devastating damage. Devastating damage to Rise's Tropius. And now Rise is faced with the devastating Shadow Tentacruel Counterswap. This Pokemon is so oppressive with its damage. It is going to try and farm down the Tropius. Is there any way Rise can get off the move? He gets off the Leaf Blade. You know what, Jim? I hate to be that guy, but they might have to look at this replay. I'm not sure Rise was supposed to get off this move. This is a bit fortunate for Rise. Some people know that as the damage registration error. And, Marv, this is going to be a critical decision for Rise. Some Tentacruels are running that hard-hitting Sludge Wave. Some are not. He's going to invest the shield. He's playing it safe. And I have to say, that is devastating, Marv. That is devastating. Rise investing a shield on an Acid Spray. Then forced to swap in the Empoleon. Empoleon will be able to absorb the damage. And I don't believe Tentacruel will reach another move. And it's going to be a simultaneous knockout. So this is going to be Kingdra against the world. It's against the Roserade. It's against the Roserade, Jim. If you're Rise, what do you do here? Do you just commit to fast moves? Or do you bother throwing the Octazooka? This is a difficult decision. I'm not sure what the correct play is. I'm not sure what Rise should do here. It looks like he's committing to the Dragon Breath. He's not going to throw the Octazooka. He gets the Dragon Breath down, but the Ferrothorn is still there. Rise throws the move for some reason. He probably should have just committed to fast moves, but he got scared. And he's throwing the Octazooka for no reason, Marv. Is this going to cost him the game? No, it's not. Kingdra is too strong. And Kingdra delivers the victory. The stats on Trope. He averages like 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. Rise to occasion in a rematch against Sodium Hue with the Shadow Quagsire lead. A devastating lead for Rise. And you know what, Marv? Rise has already faced Sodium Hue today, but one area where Rise struggles, he's a good technical player. He knows his counts. He knows his typings. He struggles remembering lines that he faced earlier in the day. He knows he played Sodium Hue. I don't know if Rise recognizes, though, what the team is that he's facing is what's going to be in the back. There's a Shadow Quagsire. He sees that. Sodium Hue with a phenomenal shield call, shielding the Octazooka. And now Rise is faced with a difficult decision. Do you shield? Do you let it go? Rise is going to let it go. Doesn't he understand that he has an Empoleon lined up against the Quagsire? He needs to fight for Switch. What is he doing? How is he going to overcome this? You know, I'm not really sure what Rise is doing, Jim, but we'll see what he's thinking. He's going to go for the farm down. This will at least give him some sort of energy gain for that Quagsire. And the Quagsire comes in, gets that mud shot through. Hydro Cannon about to be unleashed from this Empoleon. We see the immediate swap, and it is a Roserade in the back. The opponent saving that shield for the Quag. And what is this? The opponent allowing Rise to get to the Aerial Ace first. This is probably going to force the final Protect Shield from the opponent, is it not? Yes, it is. And now the opponent is going to throw the Weather Ball here. Rise electing to let it go? Am I seeing this correctly? How is he going to get rid of that Quagsire? He only has an Empoleon left. I think, Jim, what Rise is going for here is a Steel Wing down and hoping he can get off the Hydro Cannon before the Quagsire can reach a Mud Bomb. Is there any way he can do this? The Weather Ball grabs the final shield. Does the Quagsire have a Mud Bomb? It doesn't. Rise gets off the Hydro Cannon. Is this going to be enough to knock out the Quagsire? Is Rise going to end the stream on a positive note? It knocks out. Rise takes the win and ends the day with a victory.